her like an elder sister and serve her with all my heart. Wen Jingren was genuinely touched by how mature she was. He gently stroked her face, and the two of them were completely wrapped up in each other. Then out of nowhere, his mother walked in. She saw her son hadn't gone to the gate to receive the bride and stomped her foot in frustration. Wen Jingren didn't care at all. As far as he was concerned, marrying me was just a means to an end. This was the perfect chance to put me in my place right from the start. Seeing him unmoved, his mother turned on Liu Ruoyan. A nobody concubine like her, what makes her worth your attention? Liu Ruoyan looked like she was about to cry but didn't dare talk back. Wen Jingren, though, was not having it. He pulled her close to shield her, because let's be real, he only agreed to marry me to get Liu Ruoyan into the household. Now that his mother was coming after Liu Ruoyan, there was no way he was going to let that slide. His mother couldn't do anything with him, so after a lot of coaxing, she finally got him to the main hall. That's when a servant came sprinting in, panicking, and spilled everything. The bridal sedan had been stolen. Wen's father slammed his hand on the table and immediately demanded to know whether the dowry was still accounted for. The servant shook his head in defeat. Wen Jingren just laughed it off. "Dad, didn't you say that woman was totally obedient? You could marry her off to a stray dog and she'd go along with it, right?" His father had been fuming with nowhere to let it out, and seeing his son completely miss the gravity of the situation, he pointed at him and went ballistic. "If you hadn't pushed for this mess, would she have ended up with no one to receive her?" When Jingren was caught off guard, he had absolutely no idea why his father had suddenly flipped. His mother saw that his father was genuinely furious and quickly pushed Wen Jingren to go bring me back. He agreed and rushed out the door, but not long after, he came back empty-handed. "Dad, where am I even supposed to look?" His father exploded. "You useless fool, why are you back already? Zhang Shuyan walked out with a mountain of dowry. You really think she got far?" He grabbed a teacup and hurled it to the ground. Wen Jingren flinched, then turned and bolted out of there. Gu Liuyun had no clue that the Wen household had completely fallen apart. He was cheerfully holding my hand, tilted his little face up and said, "Don't worry. My dad might look mean, but he's 100 times better than Wen Jingren. He's got your back." I looked at this little tyrant and a wild idea started forming in my head. Marrying into Changping Manor was a death sentence, so why not play along? This whole situation seemed insane on the surface, but it might just be my only way out. After all, Su Wanggu Yanchen was the kingdom's greatest war god. Even the emperor had to step aside for him. More importantly, from what I remembered of my past life, Gu Yanchen was cold, but he was a man of reason. And with years of war draining the border, he was desperate for money. So desperate he had been selling off his own assets. My family, the Zhangs, had been merchants for generations. We were rich, and that was basically it. My dowry was the perfect bargaining chip. With that thought in mind, I turned and took Gu Liuyun's hand, and with a calm smile I said, "Well, if you put it that way, I guess I'll just have to be your mom." Gu Liuyun's eyes lit up instantly, like he'd just found the greatest treasure in the world. He grabbed my hand and marched me straight toward the study. The moment we stepped inside, I felt it, a sharp, heavy gaze pressing down on me.